The true world peace will come as long as everyone starts to learn 易经风水. Welcome to Professional 易经风水 TV station, Weixin TV station. This is Fiona serving you Weixin News at 11:30 p.m. Monday, April 2nd, 2018. First of all, let's take a look at the Weixin Shengjiao feature story.
Hello everyone, Ami Tofo. Welcome for watching Weixin Shengjiao feature story. Today, we're going to share with you the instructions by Grandmaster Hunyuan Chanshi regarding the meaning of the spontaneous ignition of incense burner. Whenever there is a catastrophe followed by widespread panic, there are some news about spontaneous ignition of incense burner in corresponding temples. Since the public is lacking of knowledge about it, they may think that something more disastrous may happen. Although experts already claim these are nonsense interpretations, the public still panic. Grandmaster Hunyuan Chanshi claimed that there are many incredible phenomena observed in the universe, which cannot be explained. Some people treat those phenomena not yet scientifically proved as just kind of superstition. However, this reflects their anti-science attitude and being narrow-minded. Grandmaster Hunyuan Chanshi worshipped Yuanfu Qiansui at home, who is the disciple of Wang Chan Laozu. In 1972, this incense burner had once ignited spontaneously. Yuanfu Qiansui delivered such power to show his existence and his appreciation for the sincere worship by Grandmaster Hunyuan Chanshi. Some people misunderstand that the ancestors and the gods igniting the incense burner spontaneously means there should be some miseries going to happen in the family and among the living creatures, respectively. In fact, it may not be the case. We worship the gods and they look after us in return. They may observe and criticize our behaviors. If there is a need, they will notice us in their own way. The most common way is the self-ignition of incense burner. The purposes of the self-ignition of incense burner can either be an encouragement or a warning sign. Spontaneous ignition of incense burner means the fire begins at the bottom of the burner. It may happen when the temperature remains high. Another possible phenomenon is that even the temperature is not high enough, the incense burner still ignites spontaneously with the insertion of only one incense. When there is a spontaneous ignition of incense burner from gods or ancestors, we appeal them by casting 3 moon blocks to know whether any misfortune is going to happen. If the casting moon blocks shows laughing, that indicate gods will walk with us and give us power. As long as you stick to conscience and morality in your daily life, being devout to worship God sincerely, the gods including Bodhisattva will protect you. If the moon blocks may reveal the outbreak of misfortunes, we may offer the incense and give a salute, followed by presenting 3 cups of plain tea with a plate of fruits. These are done to ask for the protection from gods and ancestors to keep us from dangers. Grandmaster Hunyuan Chanshi instructed old fellows not to panic about the spontaneous ignition of incense burner because it may not be something negative. We should avoid circulating the false concept to prevent the spread of fear. Thank you for watching Weixin Shengjiao feature story today. See you next week.
As to the connection between Weixin Shengjiao and the society, in order to transcend the spirits to promote the safety of local residents, on March 21st, the Emperor Liang ritual for transcending the spirits was held. Following Grandmaster Hunyuan Chanshi's instructions, 7 major lotus seats has been set up at Fuxin Temple in Xihu Fujin Village, Zhuqi Township, Jiangyi County, Taiwan. Let's take a look.
The Xihu Fuxin Temple was located in Jiangyi County, Zhuqi Township. They asked Weixin Shengjiao Zhuqi classrooms help since they decided to hold the Emperor Liang ritual, starting from March 21st till 25th. Therefore, Weixin Shengjiao Master Yuan Li invited Master Zhe Hui of Sanjue Temple to administer the ritual in the Li families from yard. The eminent monks, lead participants, and virtuous fellows reverently invited the holy deities and Buddhas to radiantly arrive at the mandola to transcend the snake spirits to the Pure Land, and pray for the sick residents who had worshipped to Buddha for repentance could find good doctors and get away from sufferings. The Emperor Liang ritual was lasting for 5 days. They followed the Grandmaster Hunyuan Chanshi's instructions to make all arrangements of the mandola. On March 23rd, Grandmaster Hunyuan Chanshi found time in his busy schedule for visiting and caring about the ritual. He used this opportunity to explain why he suggested that the Xihu Fuxing Temple should establish the Emperor Liang ritual. The main purpose was for resolving grievance. Grandmaster Hunyuan Chanshi instructed, "Causes are seed. The seed we have planted over many lifetimes determine the form we took in this life, so we should sincerely accept the law of karma." The cause of holding the ritual was originated from the Buddhist practitioners. They pity upon sentient beings and vowed to extend their benevolence to the spirits from 6 paths. However, only when Wangchan Laozu propagated the details of rite will we know how to perform the ritual for transcending the spirits from 6 paths. Grandmaster Hunyuan Chanshi also instructed. Few weeks ago, Buddhas were touched by the Buddhist practitioners like Master Zhe Hui, Mr. Li, and Weixin virtuous fellows. They vowed to transcend the spirits of snakes that were killed during the groundbreaking of Xihu Fuxing Temple. Hence, Wangchan Laozu delivered the details of rite, which determined believers can perform the Emperor Liang ritual on 5th day of the 2nd month of the lunar calendar in 2018. We pray that the snake spirits could rely on the Buddha's guide, transform from snakes to human appearance to listen Dharma, be enlightened and return to the Western Pure Land. Grandmaster Hunyuan Chanshi also appreciated Master Zhe Hui and Vajraguru involved their time and efforts together to complete the ritual with 5 days long. He also encouraged virtuous fellows to cherish this really good karma and dedicated all their efforts to succeed the ritual. In the mandola, there were total 7 lotus tablets, which included the spirits of snakes killed during the groundbreaking of Xihu Fuxing Temple, the spirits of insects killed during the reconstruction of Xihu Fuxing Temple, the household resident ancestor spirits, the souls in the 3 realms, and the 10 Dharma directions within the temple's area of influence. The Vajraguru summoned them to the commencement of the ritual, invited them here to listen to the preaching and resolve grievance. Weixin virtuous fellows sincerely supported the Emperor Liang ritual, made the feasted Dharma offerings, and offered gold, silver, paper monies for 5 days. We sincerely pray that the Naga guardians for guiding all spirits that could get rid of ego grasping and follow Buddha to reborn in the Western Buddhist Pure Land. Weixin News Jiayi Zhuqi Classroom.
Take a break. We will come back soon. Let's move on to care about the news on Weixin World Peace Forum. On March 24th, the 17th forum was held at Thousand Buddha Zen Hall in headquarters Chanji Shanxianfo Temple to discuss the real examples and case studies on Yi Jing Feng Shui in all aspects. Let's take a look at what Grandmaster Hunyuan Chanshi instructed.
The 17th session of Weixin World Peace Forum was held on 24th of March at Buddha Zen Hall. Master Yuan Ping of Lecturers Training Department of Weixin Shengjiao invited Master Yuan Hui, Master Yuan Gan, Master Yuan Tong, and Master Yuan Peng. They shared the results of long-term research and evidence of Yi Jing Feng Shui to the students. Weixin Shengjiao Grandmaster Hunyuan Chanshi delivered speech to fellows.
戊戌年是一个印象深刻。120年前的现在戊戌，那一个戊戌年是很不平安的。 120年后的戊戌，我也希望这个不平安化为平安。这个就是我们王禅老祖导驾慈航。那时候戊戌这个变法，康有为很感慨的说，当时他要到清溪拜访鬼谷先师，可惜没有见到鬼谷先师，所以他的变法就没有成功。没有成功，反而造成人类的浩劫。那么120年后的今天的戊戌，今有真圣鬼谷子一出天下听太平了。鬼谷子都出来了，在哪里？在各位的心中。我们唯心贤士同修都是鬼谷子的化身。以爱为出发点，以爱为基础，以爱为终极目标。所以我相信今年的戊戌会平安，因为鬼谷子已经出来了，和各位同修天人合一了，所以我也希望各位同修，平时你们有时间一定要诵经。鬼谷先师天德经是消灾化解的一部经宝。这是鬼谷子他出来传了妙法，给我们扭转乾坤，消灾化解。解冤释结的上圣法门。
The forum is about to begin. Master Yuan Hui will start by sharing several concrete experiences about I Ching Feng Shui. Those cases about deviation of Feng Shui principles for running factories and apartments, causing unwanted losses. The processes of solving those problems by adapting the I Ching Feng Shui will be shared. Master Yuan Peng will then share the actual case about how the wisdom of I Ching Feng Shui is incorporated into household and factory planning. Master Yuan Gan and Master Yuan Tong will share how a blessing rite of protecting fetus can be applied. They will make use of the actual case about environmental exploration of earthquake in Hualien. All righteous fellows gave a big clap towards the above splendid sharing. Weixin News, Headquarters, Changji Shanxianfo Temple.
On March 24th, Lecturer Training Department of Weixin Shengjiao invited Dr. Zhang Shaoxun from National Zhanghua University of Education to give a speech on the statistical method of integrating science with I Ching. Currently, Weixin Shengjiao highly promoted the application of ancient wisdom in the modern life. If the scientifically statistical method can be employed in I Ching Feng Shui, a more scientific study on religion can be promoted. Let's take a look.
On March 24th, Dr. Shaoxun Zhang from National Zhanghua University of Education was invited by Weixin Shengjiao University of I Ching to give a speech on the statistical method of integrating science with I Ching. The virtuous fellows were amazed and learned from this speech. Dr. Zhang and his research team arrived at the headquarters Shenfo Temple in the morning. Master Yuan Ping from Lecturers Training Department led them to the Thousand Buddha Zen Hall to listen Grandmaster Hunyuan Chanshi's instruction. After that, Dr. Zhang gave a speech to the virtuous fellows. Dr. Zhang used the concepts of I Ching Feng Shui, combined the scientifically statistics method, and applied to the 5 arts. Moreover, they used statistics to reassess and reviewed the data from our wise ancients to approve the accuracy. Dr. Zhang advocates that not only to learn I Ching, but also to study the scientifically statistics method to increase the rate of accuracy and find the right targets. And this is the main idea for combine the scientifically statistics method with I Ching Feng Shui. After the humorous speech by Dr. Zhang, the virtuous fellows realized that combining I Ching and scientifically statistics can create a spark. Also let them have more ideas for lecture writing and I Ching Feng Shui research. Master Yuan Ping and the virtuous fellows gave a nice round of applause for Dr. Zhang to thank you for giving them a great speech and to widen their views. Weixin News, Nantou.
Take a break. We will come back soon. As to the education of I Ching Feng Shui, Master Yuan Quan led the virtuous fellows of the 24th Intermediate class to have a field trip in Weixin Shengjiao at Trigram Holy City. The thorough explanations on the infrastructure of Weixin Shengjiao at Trigram Holy City, including the most important and representative construction of Wangtan Laozu golden sculpture, were delivered by Master Yuan Quan. Let's take a look.
Master Yuan Quan led the virtuous fellows of the 24th Intermediate class to have a field trip in Weixin Shengjiao at Trigram Holy City, I Ching University. The purpose of the trip was to explain the infrastructure of Weixin Shengjiao at Trigram Holy City, I Ching University. Virtuous fellows all felt excited about the trip. They also enjoyed deeper understanding on arrangement of Weixin Shengjiao at Trigram Holy City, I Ching University. Master Yuan Quan led the virtuous fellows starting from Heavenly Heart Pond, which is in the front of Weixin Shengjiao at Trigram Holy City, I Ching University. With the introduction of the trail above the pond seeing the welcome, along with method of conversion between the heavenly stems and the common era. Walking on stairs through the trail, Master Yuan Quan reminded the virtuous fellows that the sum of stairs must be odd numbers instead of even numbers. In front of the southern heavenly gate, Master Yuan Quan taught the virtuous fellows on how to use compass identifying the orientation. Master Yuan Quan emphasized to the virtuous fellows working for a construction industry how importance of location of working office in construction site. With explanation on each buildings and sites in Weixin Shengjiao at Trigram Holy City, I Ching University, and stories sharing of the construction period, all virtuous fellows extremely fulfilled. They all appreciated Master Yuan Quan's involvement in the trip. Weixin News, Weixin Shengjiao College.
Weixin Tilor has been established for more than 6 years. By following the core value that Grandmaster Hunyuan Chanshi instructed, the practice of Weixin Tilor has been constructed firmly for all virtuous fellows to cultivate themselves during the practice. Let's take a look at the news at Hsinchu Dafan Branch Temple.
Weixin tea ceremony initiated by Grandmaster Hunyuan Chanshi is different from tea ceremony in general, using the tea ceremony to self-cultivation and abstain from bad habit like talking while drink tea. Also, take the mission of cultural inheritance to open the path of practice. Since Grandmaster Hunyuan Chanshi instructed to open the Weixin tea ceremony and delivered it to the virtuous fellow Huang Xingting, Weixin tea ceremony has grown from scratch and gradually grew from one step to the next. When flower opens 5 leaves, it will spontaneously float. Weixin tea ceremony starts from the first 5 branch temples, gradually progress to each branch temple. On March 24th, in the course of Dafan Branch Temple, teacher Huang Xingting interpreted the tea rules of Weixin tea ceremony and taught virtuous fellows the unifying method of brewing tea. Weixin tea ceremony is different from tea art. It is using tea to practice, to self-cultivation, using things to enlighten, to inherit the spirit of the tea ceremony. Grandmaster Huyan Chanshi instructed the tea ceremony should be combined with I Jing Hot Dharma. The spirit of Weixin tea ceremony is Gan Lu Bao. The tea is not to quench the thirst. Waiting is a normal thing. Weixin tea ceremony is to return to our heart, such as Chan sits in deep meditation. Life just like drinking tea. The first pot of tea is fresh like the first bird is gone. The second pot of tea experience up and downs is Lu. The third pot of tea, the taste is abundant and full of wisdom is Bao. Weixin tea ceremony is the way to cultivate our heart and realize the truth. It's such as confusions calm and peaceful, and also like the Taoism go with the flow. The plenty connotation of Weixin tea ceremony, only you coming to know. We welcome every virtuous fellow to join us. Weixin News at Hsinchu Dafan Branch Temple.
Grandmaster Hunyuan Chanshi has been teaching his pupils. Every being existing in the universe serves to coordinate the imbalance among every other beings. Never underestimate a flower, the grass, a piece of wood, or even a small ant or mosquito. They are all doing their duties. That is, coordinating all the beings. See the world in the flower and see your life in the leaf. Thank you for watching today's Weixin News. Please remember to tune in on every Monday at 11:30 p.m. and Tuesday at 11:30 a.m. 4 o'clock p.m. Wang Chen Lao Zu's blessings to all of you. See you next time.